Well, Mobile Loaves and Fishes was designed to go out in certain areas and feed the homeless. And it's designed to not just go to one area, it's designed to go to different parts of the city. And here it's in New Bedford. It started out in Texas. Mobile Loaves and Fishes started, there was one man who was homeless and went to a church for help. And he brought awareness to the church of how many homeless people were out in the street. So they took 75 sandwiches, made them at the church, and they went out and they served the homeless in Texas in that area. And now it's just national, and it's pretty awesome. So how Mobile Loaves and Fishes works is the truck is based here at St. Paul's, and other churches are allowed, or other people are allowed to take the truck to certain areas. They fund the run, and then it goes out there and it serves the people on the street. So how this truck works is on this side here we have clothes, and it'd be shoes, hoodies, shirts, anything that's that they can use on the street. We have some toiletries too that we give out, which is on the bottom here. So on the left side is men's. It goes from small to large, and on the right side it's women's. We hang the coats here on the side. It gives us a little more room. It's not designed for giving out a lot of clothes, but a lot of people on the street, they just don't have any place to wash their clothes, so it's easier for them to just change them out and get a fresh pair of clothes.
Where do you guys get the donations from?
The donations are from all over, from the volunteers, from other churches, so they just come in from everywhere. A lot of times it's the volunteers that have been on the truck. They see the awareness and they kind of learn what people need on the street, even build relationships with people on the street, and then they kind of get them what they need. Or if it's winter time, we get a lot of hoodies, coats, socks. Socks is really big. We need a lot of socks. That's one thing that always goes really quick. If you're walking all day in the street in rain and bad weather and your socks get wet and if your shoes aren't waterproof, it's nice to just have a fresh pair and change them out.
So what's the most critical item you usually need, and how can people donate?
Just regular average clothes, probably jeans. Men's jeans is really big. Socks, underwear, brand new underwear. Just a lot of average clothes, just warm clothes for the winter, and in the summer like t-shirts and shorts, stuff like that. Hygiene products are good. Small hygiene products, kind of like travel size, is really good, because if somebody's on the go, they can't carry it. It's whatever's in their backpack is what they bring with them. So.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Where are you going?
Out to the truck.
Take 3 and on.
Thank you.
So this is the kitchen area, and over here today, as I mentioned earlier, we're doing the turkey and stuffing sandwiches. We kind of start an assembly line. We'll start from one end, and then we'll work our way here. And after it's done here, it goes right in the warming part of the truck. Over there, we get donuts donated from a local coffee shop. So we put all the donuts in bags, and that goes on the truck also.
So what are we making tonight?
Making sandwiches with turkey and putting stuffing on them. We got 177 sandwiches for the public out there. We're going to put some cranberry sauce on them. Try to make these people out there feel like they're having a great Thanksgiving this year. There's a lot of people out there we got to feed, so hopefully we get to all of them we get out there. Make everybody happy and warm.
Make sure everybody celebrates Thanksgiving. New Bedford Thanksgiving with Portuguese stuffing.
What's in it?
It's got chilies, of course, the Portuguese trade, and some secret Portuguese spices.
You made this?
No, but I do know how to make it. But I am not allowed to give the recipe. Especially when I want to
Gave me the recipe.
Yeah. I'm going to throw an extra
I know he said he had it. Yeah, that's what happened.
I just want to make sure I told them number.
so much. That's why.
Oh, you got shoes, right?
No, I don't have men's shoes.
How much clothes you give away each night?
Oh, I'd say almost this whole thing goes. We also have blankets for the homeless, pillows, as you can see. We try to put as much as we can on the truck, but you gotta save some for the other runs too.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about almost close to 2 years, year and a half. Yeah. And it's a great feeling, you know, giving back to the community. You know, just seeing the faces of a lot of these people out there getting food and stuff.
You live in New Bedford?
No, I live in Dartmouth. Dartmouth boy. Lived in New Bedford though most of my life. And then my parents got a good job and we moved on up, just like the Jeffersons.
So walk me through a typical evening when you guys are doing all this. How's it start? How does it end?
Well, most of us get here around 4 o'clock, and we come down here, we start making, we'll make like 50 hot dogs, and if we get donations with the sausage hot dogs from certain places that donate to us, we'll put extra, like the beginning of the month and the end of the month is when we need more extras, you know what I'm saying? And, we'll make the hot dogs, then we'll make the 25 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We make 25 ham and cheese sandwiches. We get donuts donated to us. We put that on the truck, and we get a lot of different things, toiletry things like paper towels, toilet paper, toothpaste, toothbrushes. We put all that on the truck. You know, we try to like save some stuff for Tuesday's run and Wednesday's run, make sure everybody has enough. And if we have extra, we give extra food to other people and stuff. We try to spread it within the 2 days on the run. It kind of works out. Sometimes we run out and one of us will really like, we'll go to a restaurant around the corner and buy something for them, just to make sure, you know, they get something in their stomach too. Because a lot of times we run out of food sometimes.
How did you get involved in this?
I got involved through my buddy Dave. You know, he started doing it, him and JoJo, and I asked him one day, what are these guys doing tonight? And he says, oh, we're gonna go feed the homeless. So he said, come down. And I said, yeah, I'll come down. And went down, checked it out. I really liked what they're doing, so I got involved, and I started spreading the word to a lot of my friends, and a lot of my friends got involved also. This guy, did you go to college? Or did you just skip and go right to work? Are you Portuguese?
No, thank God.
No, wait a minute, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
My church has been working with Mobile Loaves Fishes for the last, I'd say, couple of years now. Our particular church goes out 2 nights a week. We go down Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. Tuesday night we're downtown. Primarily we're working with people on the street, a lot of people that are homeless. And Wednesdays we go to Weld Square across from Giamavo's, and there's some homeless over there because they live under the tracks, over the tracks and under the overpass on Route 18. But we also have a lot of families. So what you'll notice here is we have a lot, we give out food and clothes, but we also give out detergent and toilet paper and things like that, because as people's checks run out at the end of the month, they don't have money. They have to. Maybe they spent money on rent. They've got no money for food. They got no money for anything extra at all. So the last couple of weeks they run out of cash completely. So we kind of help fill that need. And when we go out, we're basically getting out food and clothes. And tonight's kind of special. We've got the Thanksgiving sandwiches, and we're basically there to offer them the basics: food and water, clothes, that sort of thing. And a lot of them just want to talk, so we have a lot of extra volunteers, and we just sit there and talk. We learn their names. Kind of adds dignity to the whole thing that we actually call them by their name. When they come up for food, we give them choices. We don't say, here's what you get. We say, would you like this kind of sandwich or this kind of sandwich? Like this kind of chips or that kind of chips? Those sorts of things. And we're all about giving people dignity. One reason why I love this ministry is it gives us an opportunity to get to know people. It's not just the homeless people on the street in New Bedford. We actually know their names now. So when I'm driving through downtown, I might see
Bill or John or people like that, and I know them by name, and I'm actually able to call them by name. And that just changes my whole perspective, because they're not just faceless people that should clean themselves up and get a job, but they have stories, they have dignity. And this particular mission allows us to connect with them, to know their names, and to work alongside them and see what we can do. We meet the immediate need, we pray with them, and then we hope that we can do whatever we can to help them with the long term as well.
I noticed you had at least one guy here who is one of the guys from the street.
That's right, that's right. Often we have people, they just love what we do and are so touched that we'll come out and help them, that they say, how can I give back, how can I volunteer? And they just say, hey, you can come up to St. Paul's across from the Orchid Diner at 4 o'clock, we'll be here, come volunteer. So we have a few people that do that. So
Tonight looks like 20, 30 people.
yeah. These runs have been great. We have everything from people from the South End to Bedford to high school students from Westport High. So it's kind of a neat mix of people. And our low days, we have about 15 volunteers. The high days, maybe about 30, 35 people. So it's been pretty wild.
So at the end of preparing, this is what the truck looks like. We have a little extra today. It looks a little fuller because we have some winter clothes on there now, because that's the season. But normally this is kind of what it looks like. This stuff will be hung off to the sides, the jackets and thick sweatshirts and stuff. But all the socks, the jeans, all the clothes that's needed is directly on the side. And we'll have 2 to 3 people on this side distributing the clothes out once we get to the site. And over here around the corner, over here, this is the food warmer. We have the pizza. We have, normally we don't have the turkey and stuffing, but because it's Thanksgiving season, we were very blessed to have donations of turkeys and everything to provide this meal. And we have the hot dogs back here. All the condiments are here. So once they get their hot dog, they get their condiments with it. And over here would be the hot coffee and hot chocolate. So we'll probably have 2 to 3 people in this area also distributing the food to everybody. And around on this side, here, this is where the other sandwiches are, the peanut butter jelly, ham and cheese, and this is all the fruit here, which they can select one of everything here on these shelves. We have hard-boiled eggs here. We have some cranberry sauce today, and we have donuts, water, Capri Sun. So there's quite a bit on this side too. So what we try to do is tell people whatever they're in the mood for to go to that section first, because at the end of the month this stuff goes really, really fast. So so hopefully we do well tonight. We have a lot of volunteers, but we have a lot of food. We've been really blessed, so it should work out fine. What are these Weight Watcher bars? Sharon.
Yeah.
The whole worth our time and effort, making it all up.